everyone, welcome back. So today we are doing something so thrilling, that is we are tier ranking all the thrillers that I've read. So this is a very hard job to do. So that's why to help us we have a very special guest, that is Hello everyone. Say hi to Oreo. So yeah, she may not read thrillers, but she's here for my moral support. So she'll say hi now. No? You don't want to say hi? No, she don't want to say hi. She's a diva, so she's going to stay with me right here. So let's do the tier ranking and see what are the tiers that we have. So the tier 1 is masterpiece material. So this is absolutely a top tier, love it. So then we have so good. And the next one is decent but not crazy. It's good for a normal casual reading, but is it actually so thrilling? Nah. Then we have forgettable. Yeah. Just like the name suggests, this one, read it and whoosh, it goes from the other ear. Then we have DNF. These books are so horrible and so slow paced that I couldn't even finish these books. Then I have why did I read this? Exactly. How does it sound like? Why did I read this? So let's get started. The first one we have is The Mystic River by Dennis Lehane. We've got 3 childhood best friends who get separated because of some traumatic events, but later on a murder brings them all together, unraveling secrets and many more. So this one is really movie-esque. Reading it feels like watching a movie. So I would put it on so good. So the next book we have is The Confession by John Grisham. So a black man is convicted of brutally killing a person, but 9 years later, the real killer comes out saying that he's the real killer and starts to unravel this whole process. I mean, the whole murder that he did 9 years later. So this man is on the death row, absolutely about to get executed. So this book made me feel really helpless and so angry. So this one, I'm going to put it on so good. Yeah, this is also a so good one. So the next book we have is Sharp Objects by Gillian Flynn. We've got a journalist who goes back to her hometown to cover the murders of these girls, but she confronts her own family, her toxic mother, and her traumatic past. So this one is so intense, but this one is a forgettable one. So yeah, this goes into the forgettable bin. So next book we have is Eye of the Needle by Ken Follett. You know by this point that how much I love Ken Follett and how much I love Eye of the Needle. So this one, without even a discussion, is going into the masterpiece material. So yeah, I don't even need to explain this. We've got a German spy unraveling the secrets of the British military. A cat and mouse game unfolds, which is ended by a woman on this island. So yeah, this one is masterpiece material. The next book we have is The Kind Worth Killing. This one, speechless. Plot is absolutely amazing. So you've got 2 strangers who meet at the airport, and this guy casually starts plotting the murder of his wife with this stranger, and they casually set on this murder plot to kill his wife. But it may seem so simple. Soon dark secrets, deception, and shocking twists burst open. This book is so twisty, but also the writing is so good. So I would keep this on so good list. The next book we have is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. Karen Slaughter is my favorite thriller author. I've read 3 of her books. I've read this one, I've read The Good Daughter and The Silent Wife. But Pretty Girls is my absolute favorite. This is definitely going on my masterpiece material. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is going on my masterpiece material because this book is so emotionally heavy and dark, very graphical. So I would give you guys a really good trigger warnings. So 2 estranged sisters who come together to unravel the horrifying secrets of their past. This book is absolutely mind-blowing and I couldn't put it down. So yeah, hence masterpiece material. So the next book we have is The Firm by John Grisham. So this one is a legal thriller. So we've got our main character, Mitch, who is a very brilliant lawyer, lands himself a very good job at this firm, but soon figures out that this is actually a very dangerous organization. So now he's fighting for his survival because it's involved with mafia and all, right? So they're going to kill him. Now he's in survival mode, trying to escape it all. And this one is really intense and so clever. So this one is going on my so good list. Yeah. Next book we have is One of Us is Lying. So 5 students walk into detention, but only 4 of them walk away. So one is killed. Now all the rest of the students are suspects and they all have something to hide. This one is decent, but not crazy. Yeah, I'm going to put it on decent but not crazy one. So the next book we have is The Good Daughter, again by Karen Slaughter. I mean, I've read this one, but this one is going to go on the forgettable list because I don't remember anything about this book. The next book we have is I Am Watching You. A girl goes missing and this woman sees something suspicious, but years later, through different point of views, of the characters in this book, we get to know the real truth. So this one, decent but not crazy. Then we have The Silent Patient. This one is a classic. Everybody, you could go on and search for thriller recommendations on any website, anywhere, and this one definitely pops up in the list. So this one is definitely masterpiece material. Next book we have is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So this one is also a very popular book. So we've got a high schooler who starts investigating this murder case in her hometown and she discovers more secrets than apparently all the adults in her hometown and even the police combined. This one is going to decent but not crazy. I know there are so many people who loves this book absolutely. I liked it, but yeah, it's decent but not crazy. Next book we have is The Turn of the Key. I always confuse this with The Housemaid, but a nanny takes job in this very well-off house. Soon strange things starts to happen. This one is definitely going into the so good or decent but not crazy list. I don't know. I think we should put it on decent but not crazy one. So next we have The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. I'm not even going to explain the plot to you guys because I hated this book so much. Even when I'm reading it, for the sake of completing the book, I've just read it. If not, I would have definitely put it on my hate list. So this one is definitely going into why did I read this one? We have The Guest List by Lucy Foley. This one is a good book. The glamorous wedding is taking place on a remote island, but a murder happens and everyone attending becomes a suspect. So it makes you keeps on guessing who is the murderer, who is the murderer. So I think it is very easy to guess. This is going on the list. So good. So good. Next, we have The Silent Wife by Karen Slaughter. Except Pretty Girls, none of her other books slapped right for me. So I'm going to put this on forgettable one because I forgot this one. So next, we have Dead Women Crossing. This one is going into the DNF one because it didn't stick with me. Dead Women Crossing is a murder investigation in a small town, so this got the small town vibes. So I actually DNF'd this one because it didn't pull me in like the other books. So yeah. Next we have an exciting one. So this is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Two fathers team up to avenge the death of their sons, followed by extreme violence, severe emotions. The book is so graphic and intense, but I loved it so much. So this one is definitely going on the masterpiece material without a question. So the next book we have is The Last Thing He Told Me. So a woman's husband vanishes, leaving a note behind, and now she have to protect her stepdaughter and uncover the past of his husband. This one goes on to decent but not crazy list. So yeah. Next we have Rock, Paper, Scissors. So the only good thing I like about this book is the deep winter setting. I've already talked to you about how much I love this heavy winter setting. With the twist and the thriller factor of this book, I don't know a little bit. I don't know. This is like a little bit confusing, but yeah. So I'm going to put it on why did I read this, but not in a negative way. So read it and tell me whether I should change my opinion. Our sleepy host came back. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. We have The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. This one is directly going into why did I read this? No explanation, nothing. I hate this book so much. Even while reading it, I'm so confused. I couldn't follow the plot at all. I have hate for this book. We have Verity by Colleen Hoover. What? You wanna go? Next book we have is Verity by Colleen Hoover, and this one is directly without even an explanation is going into the masterpiece material. The reason for Verity to make it to the masterpiece list is because there are so many thriller writers who write thriller books, but sometimes those books also seem lackluster. But she's not even a thriller writer. But this book, I mean, the fact that we have read through this 300 or 500 pages of novel and our own entire perspective is changed with one single line, that is so crazy to me. So that's why this one is going directly into the masterpiece list. So the next book we have is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. I think this one is getting adapted as a TV series. We've got a woman who takes a job as a live-in housemaid, but soon some strange things happen with the family. The family has some dark secrets and an attic door that only opens from the outside. Yeah, this one is so chilling. But I'm going to put this on decent but not crazy. Yeah, I think this is apt for this one. Decent but not crazy. Yeah. Next, we have All the Sinners Bleed, also by S.A. Cosby. We've got a small town sheriff uncovering this murders taking place in his hometown. Soon, deep and dark secrets start to come out. This one is going on my. So, this one is also going on decent but not crazy. Yeah. The next book we have is Never Lie by Frida McFadden. A couple gets trapped in a snowstorm. Again, my favorite setting. But the house holds some disturbing secrets, and the more they uncover, the more disturbing it gets. Never Lie is going into my masterpiece material. Next book we have is A Drowning Woman. I think this one is also a translation novel. So this is a tale of deception, truth, and survival. This one is going on my decent but not crazy list. Yeah. So the last book we have is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. So this one is a very fast-paced thriller. It keeps you guessing between the lines, and it gave me a major Netflix show You vibes. And this will definitely hit the spot. This is going on my so good list. Yeah, that's a wrap on the thriller tier ranking video. So, and if you think there is one I need to read next, please do comment. Also, very huge thanks to Oreo for being the cutest host. Don't forget to like, share, and comment. Until next time, stay suspicious and keep reading.